Okay, everybody, I'm going to show you what I've been working on, and really haven't had much time to do any coloring books because I've been doing this for an art show that's coming up here locally. So this is just a combination of a lot of different styles that are out there, kind of fantasy art, doodling art, tangle art, whatever you want to call it. And I think this is done. So the big challenge for this was, this is on a synthetic paper, which is like Yupo, and then a base or an underpainting of acrylic inks and watercolor and kind of a distress spray, Tim Holtz ink, and then markers, color pencils, gel pens. My favorite gel pen, this white, so I do a lot of doodling in white, is the Geth pen, highlight pen. Highly recommend it. Really love this pen. Some King Art metallic gel pens that are fabulous. And just trying different types of markers and that sort of thing. Also some water-soluble crayons or Neocolor type crayons. And I'm okay with it. I'm not, it's just practice, and so I'll continue to work on this style. And yeah, I really it's very enjoyable to me to do this. So this is the other one that I worked on, and it is on just arches. In fact, it was kind of a scuffed up piece of watercolor paper that I had laying around that had just been moved from place to place and gotten a little scuffed and this and that. So this was a good way to continue to utilize that paper. Now this would probably go this way. And I am very pleased with how this turned out. I know it's incredibly busy, but we all have our different style, and you do this sort of work to please yourself first. What do I like? What do I not like? And hope that it resonates with other people, but this is really in my comfort zone. I really love doing this. It was just so much fun to see it come together. I tried to limit my use of colors, but I think I got a little carried away. I'd like to do a little bit more limited color palette in this sort of thing. So, really like this. I'm really excited about it. Whoops, dropped it. All right, so this is the next one. I'm just getting ready to start. And I use these templates to put in the circles. I might add in more like tree shapes. I'm thinking about that I want this one to go this way. So if you recall, I did an auction art haul and I got this watercolor paper, and this is the Wilson's. This is a wood pulp paper. It was 240 pounds, and I think it really held up well. I've done a watercolor underpainting, went in with the black ink, just random splotches, some reddish acrylic ink. And so I can't wait. I'm going to get started on this one today, I hope. And like I said, I have these templates that I use. So my next project, coloring book haul. I think I need to put a pause on buying coloring books, but I'm kind of in a scramble to get things going, given where the economy is at right now. So yes, I do have one or two other copies of this one, but I like it. I mean, it's really cool. And I wanted another one. And so I went ahead and ordered this one because this place on eBay is really pretty reasonable on their books and things. So if there's something you're looking for, I suggest go to eBay. A lot of times you can pick up some pretty good deals on any kind of books. So there's that one. And I want to say the pages in these books are relatively thick. I would test first before I do alcohol markers on this. Frankly, I'm not real big on using markers. My main weapon of choice are colored pencils. So this looks brand new. So I'm excited. I'm really thrilled with that. Mythographic Color and Discover Animals by Joseph Caran. Yeah, there's some beautiful illustrations in this one. Wow, that's amazing. Very cool. An artist coloring book of amazing creatures and hidden objects. So this is kind of one of those hidden objects find books. The pages are very thick, and I'm glad they're one-sided. So you can use markers in this. And yeah, oh, this is amazing. Beautiful illustrations in this book. So look at how that's just emerging out of there. A buffalo. There's its snout, horns. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm working on those big pieces, and I haven't been able to do anything in my coloring books since I started working on those, and that I've been working on for almost a month now. But I'll get back into this soon enough. Or if I go traveling, I might grab one of these books and some colored pencils or markers and take them with me. So when we're just hanging out at night or whatever. Secret Garden. I also think I have another copy of this, but again, I don't mind having multiple copies of the same book. And if it's a good enough deal and I like it, I really like Joanna Basford. Even if I never color these, I think they're just amazing illustrations to flip through and look at. Pages in these are relatively heavy. Again, I would test these before you use alcohol markers on these or any kind of markers, just to make sure it doesn't bleed through to the opposite side of the page. And maybe you'll find some markers in your stash that'll work. And I think you can like go to the back here and just test on one of these pages back here to see what results you'll get. Beautiful book, Joanna Basford, and maybe sometime I'll do a full video on all the books I have by Joanna Basford. I love flowers, and this is really a nice big book. I was attracted to the flowers. The pages in here are very thin, like copy paper almost. So you'll definitely want to make sure you've got something between the pages, because if you use markers in this book, they will bleed through. I like to look at these flowers just for ideas and inspiration, even if I never color in this. I'm guessing I probably will. It's kind of, you know, it's easy enough to do. It's kind of relaxing. And so this would be a fun book just to do and not think about all those little details, and practice doing flowers and even doing a little drawing. And so, yeah, I like this book. It's pretty, very pretty cover. Color Morphia by Kirby Rosanas. And I've got other books by, I think it's Kirby. I've got other books, and I've colored one. This one's been colored in. Again, I buy these on eBay, and they're used. So, actually, kind of a neat start on this. Not too bad. Why would you give it up? It's so much fun. So, that looks like about the only book that's been colored in. Wow, that is something. Some beautiful illustrations in this book. So, yeah, very nice. Ooh, something on that page. And I like seeing these beetles. So there's some good inspiration there. Very cool. Okay. I also had a big art supply haul that I'll share with you. Mainly my focus right now is colored pencils, just the medium I enjoy working in. Even though I will say, when I was working on those big pieces, I was really kind of getting into using the markers. I've not done it that much, and I was really enjoying all of that, but still loving the colored pencils. So I don't know if I'm just becoming a color pencil collector, or if I'm going to really pick up the pace with my art using colored pencils, and so hopefully it's the latter. But I love these Caran Luminance, so I added to my collection with these. And these, I have a pencil case for Caran. These are my Derwent, so my Derwent hoard collection, and added some more to this Pro Colors Chroma Flow because I wanted to try them all. And then some more added to the metallics, and there's another Caran. And I did order these from Blick, so, and you can get all of, open stock, not have that much of an interest in buying sets, and so I just add to my collection when I can. Some gold Faber Castle, Derwent. So just a variety of pencils here. But I wanted to try the gold Faber because I read what people had written about gold Faber. So I will be working on swatching these later. And so maybe look forward to a video on that. But these are mainly Derwent's Pro Colors, Chroma Flow, the metallics. And I did not get any ink tints in this order, I don't think. So there's that. So I'm looking forward to messing around with these, testing these out later, and talking about, just about every, I used to think, oh, I hate Verathins, They're thin, they're hard, but they are great for detail work. So there's a use for, you might hate something initially, but go, wow, that pencil is so hard and it's so fine that I can use that for my details. I can use that for my thin lines with colored pencils, because sometimes it's just not always that easy to get a pencil to that fine of a point. And but with the very thin, it's hard. You can sharpen it to a real strong point. I do have a couple of little tips. I used these pens quite a bit on those various artworks. These actually are from Dollar Tree, journaling ink. If they're sometimes kind of hard to find at a Dollar Tree, and I think people do like them and they sell out. I don't know about color fastness, that sort of thing. I'm not necessarily maybe as worried about that as I should be. But these are really nice little markers, and I buy them when I can. I actually did buy the purple and maybe the green, a case of them off of the Dollar Tree website. Now, I think a case or a box, the lot was like 12 or something like that. So you're paying $1.25 a piece. If you have things shipped to your house, you have to pay shipping on it. If you ship to your local store, you don't have to pay shipping. So, I use these quite a bit, and I'm quite careless with them. Sometimes I forget to leave the lids off or this and that, and but I think these are great. I recommend just grab one or two if you can at your local Dollar Tree and try them out. So that's everything I have for right now. I think I might do some filming later as I work on my next project, just to kind of show some of the different process that I have. On the next one that I work on that last one, I hope that I can do more in colored pencil, just to, again, practice, and better understand what works best, how it works, and all of that. So sorry about my messy space, but I've been doing a lot in here and in between traveling here and there. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you like and subscribe if you want to see more. Like I said, I'll do some more in-depth on as I try some of these different books too. But right now, just kind of working on these art projects, because in a couple of days I have to have these submitted for an art show, and I'd like to submit 3. So thanks again.